everyone, I'm Amy Bernstein.
And I'm Anita Bormaster. And we are approaching Halloween.
One of our favorite holidays.
We do love it. All the candy.
Before we get started, what's your favorite trick-or-treat candy?
Well, I think you have it over there.
Well, here's the deal. I have already started trick-or-treat because I have a couple left. But if you get hungry during the podcast, I'm just going to...
I do love a good peanut M&M. Or a nerd cluster.
I'm going to leave a couple of these out for you. So enjoy it.
Okay.
We thought about some things about trick-or-treat, and we put it in a real estate context.
Okay, first one. Trick. Overpricing your home.
Treat. Smart pricing, faster sales, stronger offers. So I tell everybody on listing appointments that it's really wise never to overprice a home. You know why? What is one of the first things a buyer asks when they see a home they're interested in?
How much? What's the list price?
Okay, that's definitely one. And what's one of the other ones?
Is it overpriced? Are we in the right market?
Or how about how long has it been on the market?
Oh, fair.
Okay?
Yep.
And so when something's been on the market for a very short time, then a buyer doesn't feel like it's shop worn, and a buyer feels like, well, they better, make some quick decisions because it hasn't been on the market that long, and if they don't act on it, they will obviously risk losing it. So sometimes what you see is that offers come in stronger when it's been on the market for a short time versus when something's on the market for a long time. Then sometimes people think, oh, nobody else liked it, so
people like shiny and new.
I'm going to make an aggressive offer.
Okay.
So I think that's part of the reason for pricing the home correctly. And in reality, they always do say that your first offer is your best offer. But if you get multiple offers when it first goes on the market, then you obviously as a seller can lay out your best terms. And those terms are when you want to close or if you want to lease back. So it's a lot easier to get the terms the way you want when something's on the market for a shorter period. Okay, now you. Skipping staging.
Staging shows buyers the lifestyle they want.
Okay, how about phone pics for your listing?
Pro photography that tells the story. So I would say for both of these, I believe that showing furniture in the home helps people be able to picture the home and where they would put things. And so whether you have the opportunity to keep your furniture in your home when you're selling it or hire somebody to stage it, it really makes it feel like home. And that helps people, picture themselves in the home. And I've seen, kids come and sit on the couch and, play on the bed and, just really feel like, oh, okay, I can see myself here.
Yeah, I've seen some of your listings that you've staged and they're beautiful. I mean, you have a great stager.
I do.
And you do a great job staging it with the stager. And those homes have all sell really quickly. So kudos to you on the staging.
And for pictures, yes, I never use my phone. I always believe that the photographer helps tell the story. And I like to do more than just photography, video, reels, having interactions in the home that really just helps tell the story because the more you can share with others, just, how this home will fit the lifestyle of the next person that's going to live in it, I think the better it tells a story. A home is a story to tell.
I agree. And, I'm a mannequin shopper. I cannot dress myself unless I saw it all put together on somebody else or in a magazine or a catalog or online. So it's kind of the way homes are too. You have to help people visualize themselves in the home. So that's important.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Accepting the first offer.
Oh my gosh, I already touched on that, but I'm a big fan of negotiating best terms and best price. If the first offer comes in after it's been on the market for a long time, I'm all in, right? I mean, the market has spoken. I say that probably 3 times a day. And so if something comes on the market right away, day 1, day 2, and it's not exactly what you want, then I'm usually not a fan unless you get your terms right. So, a lot of times agents will call and say, hey, I'm going to make an offer of this price. And I always say it's not just the price, right? It's just the price, the terms, the closing date. Is it cash or financing? Is it conditional on an appraisal? So sometimes it's not just the price. It is all of the above. And so it just depends on what that offer looks like, whether I feel confident in it making it across the finish line or not.
Yeah, I think you have taught me that a lot, and always are saying to me, well, what are the other items, or what's the other list besides just the price?
Right.
Because, you're, as a seller, you want to know that once you say yes, it's gonna, make it through the transaction best as possible. And so there's not more than one thing to consider.
What do you think is one of the most important things in an offer that makes it strong? If you had to pick one thing, I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
I mean,
You want to know mine?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think the financing terms and the length of the time in terms of the contingency, when the seller will know that their contingencies are over and it's secure.
Right.
I think that's good.
Mine is option fee.
Okay.
I mean, that's
The more skin in the game you have, the better.
The more skin in the game, and that money is what money you put up to just say that I'm serious,
Yeah.
And so I think option fee and option time frame is just as important as anything, is probably the most important
And do
thing.
you have a recommendation when you do that?
No, it just depends on the price range and the market that they're buying in, etc. But option fee shows sincerity, for sure.
I like that. Good quote.
Thanks.
Andy Bernstein. Option fee shows
Option
sincerity.
fee shows sincerity. I always say it's kind of like an engagement ring, right? I mean, if you think it's going to last, then you
And go all in.
go all in. I mean, so. Okay, relying only on MLS.
Or-
That's the trick.
Treat. Full-scale marketing, reels, ads, open houses, broker open houses. Yes, I mean, you, Bernstein Realty, we are not a sit and wait or sit and pray kind of company.
Yeah.
And so, I think it's really important that, yes, of course, we know people are on HAR and watching the app every day, everywhere we go. People are asking, oh, did you see this house here or that house here?
Right.
So we know everybody's on it. But you have your neighbors. So, door tags on your neighbors' houses. We've been doing a lot of drop-offs at neighbors' houses, and they've been coming into our open houses. And
That's a new thing, and I don't know if it's new. It's new for us.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to invite the neighbors.
Yeah, so they come in and they're like, I'm just a neighbor, but I wanted to see it. Well, great. Who do you know?
Yeah.
And then, if you're an active agent, you have more than one property on the market. You end up having conversation, obviously, about the house you're in, and you're walking up and down, but you learn who else, is in the area that's looking or might be looking. That's a way to, know what else is coming on the market next.
Yeah.
So the neighbors are a great way. And then I think reels, just like mannequin shopping, help tell the story, right? So,
It is
how will you live in the house? And the social media aspect of it is important because I get a lot of messages like, oh, tell me more about this house, just from the reel that's been posted online. So MLS is great, email is great, but having personal conversations in open houses and phone calls to follow up, you can't beat those.
You can't beat them.
That conversation.
There's a couple of expressions that I learned early on in my career. One is you can't sell what you haven't seen. And I think that's important to get out there and physically touch and feel and see the house. And the other one was, my very first broker in the industry said, never practice the 3 P's of real estate. Do you know what they are?
You've told me them before. Something,
Place a
and
sign in
pray.
the yard,
Okay.
place it in the MLS, and pray.
Okay.
Can't do that today. Doesn't work. Okay, what about
Forgetting closing day logistics.
treat? Guidance to the finish line. So I think this is my elementary education degree coming out, but I know that I love new shiny cars and I don't buy them but every 10 years. And the reason that I don't is because I don't feel confident when I go in to buy a car that I'm A, getting a good deal, B, asking all the right questions, C, am I leaving something out? It's just fearful to me because I don't know that industry. So I kind of attribute that to real estate, saying how scary is it for people to make one of the largest investments when they don't do it every day. So I find myself educating along the way, every step of the way, from the inspections to the financing. I mean, certainly we're not expected to dive deep into the financing, but often I do because I feel like the consumer knows far less than what I know. So even though I'm not a lender, I know enough about the lending process to ask all the right questions. How many points is it? Are you waiving escrows? Are you locking the rate? Just all the things to ask. Do you get a one-time float down? And then at closing, I ask that the buyer stay with me for at least 30 minutes after closing to go over so many things with them that they would not know have I not told them. Number one, file for homestead. And while you file for homestead, how do you do that? You need to change your driver's license. And by the way, you should change your vehicle registration, right? And then we talk about the tax protest process and how that works and how to settle up for taxes at the end of the year. So much to know rather than just go to closing, sign off, and leave. So I do think that as a real estate broker, we have a responsibility and a duty to educate the client so they're smarter when they leave and they know what's in front of them. So I am a big fan of hand-holding all the way through, and then some. And then I say to them, please, after closing, if you need anybody, a plumber, electrician, whoever you need, I'm here for you always, and that's my goal. So, trick stressing over every detail.
Treat a trusted realtor handling it all. And I think I learned that from you because I used to watch you. I'm going with my client to pick out blinds today. I'm going with my client to check out new paint colors, right?
Yeah.
So our goal is to be your realtor for life, and we want you to call us when you need somebody. Who do you know that helps do HVAC? Who do you know that can do landscaping? I'm thinking about this. What do you think? I mean, we want to be there. I say that, gosh, closing day is really exciting, but it also makes me feel sad because I've been with you. I just went by a client's house the other day and sat by their new pool and just hung out with them for a while because you feel sad when you, after the time, but we'll be in your inbox definitely around tax protest time to remind you about that. But also through, different times of the year, we're getting to a time of year where it's time to check your AC before we have to turn on the heat for maybe the 5 days in Houston that we have to do that. And, we want to be there.
We really want to be everything, all things real estate, right, to the people. And I was telling somebody today, they were actually in the office and they bought their first home with another real estate broker. And he was asking me questions today, and I was very surprised that he didn't know a lot of it. He said nobody told him anything afterwards. I said, that will not happen on our watch. So, so to me, I feel responsible. First of all, I think it's a complete honor to be someone's real estate broker if they chose you. There's a million of us out there. So the fact that they chose you is a complete honor, and that makes a huge responsibility for us to do a great job because they chose us. And so that's really how I feel. I want to be everything to them throughout the home ownership process, and that's it. And I know you feel the same way because I've seen you in action. Now, the thing I don't understand is how those two M&Ms...
I was going to cheers you and just say we could each have one.
Here you go.
Okay, ready?
Here's to home ownership, buying and selling real estate for the wonderful clients that we have and the new ones that we will be working with.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Cheers. And remember...
Oh, all right, one.
Oh, me too. Well, I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And please remember, your home is...
our expertise.
Thank you for joining us.